welcome to my channel. My name is Claudio. So glad that you're here. Today I've got a special video, especially for those of you like me who are procrastinators and wait for the last minute to get your Christmas cards ready. Today I'm going to show you how to design your own Christmas cards in Adobe Express. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Here I am at the home screen of Adobe Express, and I'm going to create this Christmas card from scratch. So we'll start by creating a custom size. We'll choose inches. Since I'm going to print this out, it'll be a 7x5 because I have some 7x5 envelopes here. I'll create a new file here. I'll go ahead and close this out just so we can see the canvas here. I'm going to choose a background color, and I have some of my own brand colors here. So I'll start with this nice kind of greenish tone here. And what I'm going to do is create that ornament style Christmas card here, and I'll start by choosing the string, or I should say the thingy that he used to hang. I don't remember what it's called, but I'll go ahead and choose a square here. I'm going to center it using the guidelines. I'm going to bring it down about right there, and then I'll choose to bring this down. I'm clicking and dragging, holding down the option button here. So we're creating kind of the string that's going to hold the ornament. We can fine-tune, adjust that here in a bit. And I'm going to create the little cap that goes on top of the ornament. So we're going to go ahead and let's see if we can choose a half circle here. I'm going to enter half circle. Now I'm in the elements menu here, so we're going to go half circle. Let's see what we get for the choices. That's going to be kind of the hook. We're going to go ahead and go with this one right here. I'm going to zoom in here. I'll go Command plus just to get in here. So what we're doing here, the border, we're going to switch the border to white, and the fill we're going to choose as no color. As far as the thickness of the hook, we're going to bring it about the same width as the line up there at the top. We can go ahead and fine tune that later. So there is the beginning of the hook. And then we're going to go back to elements, and I'm going to just choose let's go with, I'm going to look for rectangles. And I think I'm going to go with this one here because I kind of want it to have a kind of curved look to it. We're going to drag this out, and we're going to try to match it to the circle. So here it is right here. Bring it right about there. We have our guidelines. And again, we're going to change the border to white. Our fill is going to be white as well. And for this one, let's drag it down and I'm trying to match it to the half circle there as close as I can. We might have to do a little fine tuning here, but you know, not perfect, but close enough, right about there. And then the next step, I'm just kind of dragging up. You can use your the space bar. You see the little hand, you can use that to click and drag, and it won't move any of your objects. Let's go over here to search, and let's try to find waves. See what comes in waves, and we get to see everything. So here we go, icons. We're going to view all, and I'm really looking for just one wave, not multiple waves. So let's change this to wave and see if we get a single wave. So this one right here actually might work. I'll just kind of scroll down a little bit here until I find the perfect one. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I know I just said perfect. Close enough. So let's go back up here. I think I'm going to use this one here. We'll drag this out. Oh, I think I dragged too many here. Let's delete that black one. So here we have the wave, and we're going to go ahead and use the flip vertical here. And this is going to be towards the bottom of our cap here. We're going to resize that and bring it down, and we may have to do a little adjusting here. Let's bring that about right there. Let's bring this down. And all right, now what I'm going to do is make a somewhat of an adjustment here. I have that curved shape there. We're going to bring that up, and we're going to add one more element. We're going to go back to shapes. We're going to bring a rectangle in here. So it's multiple objects that we're using here to create this effect of the cap. And by the way, I'll create a template for you. So if you just want to download the template, you can do that. So here we go. Close enough. And now what we'll do is we'll drag around that group. I want to make sure and just drag around the group of the cap, and we'll go ahead and group that. So now it moves us one piece. And let's go ahead and zoom out. We'll go back up here to 150% and zoom to fit all. There we go. And it's quite large here. So what I'm going to do is click on it and make it smaller. There we go. And I'll probably bring it up here. So I want it centered, and we're going to do is drag this up here. And one thing, I think I want to make the border a little bit bigger for that. There we go. And get in there just a little bit closer. I think I made it too large, so might have to do this here. We'll click and use our option just to make sure it's aligned. It's a little fine tuning here, a little playing around. There we go. Again, I'll have a template for you all, so that way you don't have to make it from scratch if you don't want to. And then we will do one last thing with our string here. I'm calling it string because I don't know what else to call it. And there we go. Put it right about there. And we'll move this up. All right, now we get to our ornament here. So that's the fun part here. I'll share with you what you could do is in the media, we'll click here and we'll go to search here. Now I'm using snowflakes. So if I type in snowflakes, you can find a ton of snowflakes. Now I have one without the background that I'm going to be using, but here are tons of them. You can always use remove background, but I'm going to bring in an image that I already have, a project here that I've already downloaded before. So I have this set of snowflake here. Now it is green, and what I want to do is change that color. We're going to go to effects, and we're going to use the duotone and change the shadows and highlights to white. So now we have a perfectly white set of snowflakes here. We're just going to make this larger, and what I want to use is an area of that image. I'm just going to tweak it a bit. I'm going to rotate, and what I'm trying to do is just get a ton of snowflakes here. And now what we'll do here, this is the cool part here. We're going to click on the snowflake, and we're going to, you could either click on crop here or double click on the image, and that will bring up your crop menu. We're going to go to shapes and choose the circle. And as you can see, here's where the circle is. So we're going to drag the snowflakes over here, and then we'll click out and just see how it looks like. All right, let's resize the globe, I should say, the ornament. All right, we're going to resize it just so it's about the right size. We have it aligned here. And now what we'll do is click again, double click. And what I'm going to do is make the snowflake larger and move the snowflake around. Let's go ahead and rotate this in here. It's a little tricky here, but what we're doing is we're rotating within that crop. And I'm actually trying to get the snowflakes within the circle here. So I'm increasing the size so it completely fills that shape there. Here's where I have a bulk of the snowflakes. So what I'm doing is just resizing it, making it really large so that I get a ton more of those snowflakes to fill in that area. So this is a little bit of tweaking, and I think I've got it close to where all the snowflakes are. I'm right about there. I think that looks great. Let's see, maybe move it. There we go. One more resize, and I think I'll be close to where I need it to be. And then we click out. There we have our snowflake. And what we can do now is rotate the actual shape here until we get it right about there. I'll use my arrow key to move that up. So now I've got the ornament with snowflakes inside it. And what I need to do is create the back. So this is the front that I'll print out. We're going to go up here to the view all pages option, and we're going to create a new page, same size, blank. And now what we're going to do is create a little message. We're going to send this card out, and what I wanted to do is add some text. So what we'll do is click on T for text, and I'll add my text, and I'm gonna do this one in Spanish, Feliz Navidad, and we're gonna drag it right here, change the font. I like that one there. Let me go ahead and Beba's New. I love this. This is my favorite font. I use this a lot. And we're going to go ahead and add another text box. And down here, what we'll do is, this is our signature. This is our card that's going to send out here. And we'll click on that. It says Familia Zavala, because that's who it's from. And I want to create something that's a little more personalized, a little handwritten note. So we can either go, let me back up. I went pretty quick here with all the text selected. Down here at the bottom, you see more fonts, and then you see all the categories. Calligraphic, I'm saying that right, but I'm going to go to cursive. Want to kind of have a handwritten style, something fun. Let's go ahead and try this one, Blythe Regular. We'll make this smaller so it looks like it was signed. So we'll bring that right about close to the center, and then we'll do the Feliz Navidad. We'll bring that down. Selected them all and temporarily group them so I can center them. Just to show you one more time. Hold the shift button down, and then you can center that. And let's go ahead and take a look at all our pages, page 1 and page 2. So now what I'll do is download both pages. So we'll select all. PNG is great. I'll go ahead and download this one and then print them back to back. And then I've got to do some trimming, cut the page, but you can easily see how you can create some really nice looking Christmas cards. And then you can alternate the ones, change the background color. So we'll go with the red. There we go. So now I've got new ones. Actually, what I'll do here, let's go ahead and show you a cool little trick here. We'll go to the front. So if you want to create variations of your Christmas card, duplicate them. We'll create 3 different ones, and then we'll go to the second page, change the background color. So we got the red one, so all of your guests will receive a different one. And if we change this background color, let's go with blue here, then you'll see here are 3 different types of cards that will print out. All of them will have the same message in the back, and just like that, create a really neat looking Christmas card. I've chose this ornament one, but you can easily add different objects. Let's go ahead and try here. Let's delete those there, and let's see what we come up with here. Let's go with Christmas tree. And then what we can do, and let's go down to the icons here. Nice. So let's bring this one out here. Beautiful. There we go. Look at that. So now we got a different one compared to our ornament here. So just like that, creating these Christmas cards. And that's how you can create your own Christmas or holiday cards in Adobe Express. So now it's your turn to give it a try. If you have any questions about the video, feel free to drop it in the comment section below. Don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe, click the bell to be notified for future videos, and please share this video with your friends. Thanks again for stopping by and watching this video. And as always, have fun creating. Peace.